Up the Chelsea.
Welcome to Never a Foul. It's Champions League night, and Man United conceded 4 goals. 3+ goals in 3 consecutive games. They scored 3. They're going to tell us we're heroes. We scored 3 goals away at the Allianz Arena. But anyway, Arsenal scored 4 goals. George are shitting his pants for the North London derby after this performance, of course.
Am I?
And Egal is dancing. Look at this guy. But anyway.
Man's dancing over a Europa League fixture, bro, that he had last year.
Like,
hey, it's his big day. It's his big day. First day back in the big leagues. I get it, man. I get it.
No, you don't. Not anymore, you don't.
Actually, yeah, no, I don't get it. We've won it twice. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. We won it 3 times.
But to be honest, we fucking
we weren't talking about United. We can talk about United, though. Mia San Mia and all of that. We can talk about United.
Another Onana howler, though.
Another.
Did we scam Man United?
You told me that he was a top 5 goalkeeper in the world.
I never
said he.
No, I never. That was Mo,
when
bro.
When he signed for Manchester United,
no, I never.
Him up to be one of the best goalkeepers in. Yes.
No, I never. Bro, go get. Like you say to yourself, George, go get the evidence. I never said. I don't even remember rating top 5 goalkeepers in the world, bro. That's the maddest thing.
You'd never rated all the goalkeepers in the row. I'm gonna give you that. But you said Onana's there in the conversation. You said no doubt in my mind, we're signing one of the best goalkeepers in world football. He's going to come to Manchester United. He's going to improve us. He's going to, because we can now play out from the back the Ten Hag way, we're going to take a step forward. And all he has done, you guys haven't kept clean sheets since the first game of the season against Wolves. And you were lucky. You were lucky that game to keep a clean sheet. Your goal has been peppered and peppered and peppered, and Onana cannot catch a break. He can't save anything, and he won't keep a clean sheet for a long while. It's been horrible. A mistake after mistake after mistake. What's going on, man?
I mean, bro, it was a mistake, but I thought that's not down to him. Why he's going to change the whole of Man United? He's one solution, but it doesn't mean he's the whole solution. Yeah, it was that was very bad. But you know what? He got it back together. So
yeah, but that's the haiest shit. Like what he did is the haiest shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't mind it. Like I don't mind it. I'm not mad at the mistake in it because the whole team is a mistake at this moment of time. We're gonna come here.
Can I ask you a question?
No, you can't. No, you can't. I'm talking. So anyways, yeah, man, wait your turn, bro. I'm just saying, like, I never came on here and said I was gonna beat Bayern. I said I couldn't get a result, but I said we're gonna lose 2-1. We lost 4-3. We kept it respectable in the end, to be fair. It is what it is, bro. No one can come on here and tell me that I'm getting roasted because I'm not getting roasted. Why am I gonna get roasted for losing that Bayern?
Not for the Bayern game. Not the Bayern game, but the Brighton game. I'm very confident we can get a result against Brighton at home. Very confident.
Yeah, but anyone would be confident to get a home result. Lewis, you don't even know if you're going to get a result away from home against Bournemouth.
I'm not speaking about Chelsea. I know about the state of my club.
Lewis,
talking about United. I wasn't confident for Bournemouth.
Stop talking on the past, my G. We're talking about today. Why are you talking about that? Because you know what? If I'm correct, before you let anyone and you want to dish all your questions at me, etc., lash them, bro. I swear a few of like most rivals and even people say we're going to get smashed 4-0, 3-0. Other than Roms, to be fair, you know, I saw 5-0. I saw 6-7-0, to be fair, in the Twitter chat and all that kind of stuff. Bro, why can you not praise sometimes? Like brother,
it could have been 5 or 6 or 7-0 today.
No, but you know
you
what?
Guys scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes when they weren't really playing for it.
But George, you can't do that though, because the same way I can talk about Eriksen missing an open goal, I can talk about that dodgy penalty. I can talk about all that thing.
Dodgy penalty. What was dodgy about it? A handball.
I'm gonna talk.
What's dodgy about a clear handball? I don't get what's dodgy about a clear cut handball. What's dodgy about it?
It's not a handball. I'm being objective here.
Hey, 4-3 or 4-0, United lost. So it's still negatives.
This is it.
Still negative.
Lewis is coming with one sentence. United lost. This is it.
They lost.
And also you need to look at it like this. They've conceded 2 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. You guys are progressively conceding more goals as the game goes on. When are you going to stop conceding? When is that going to stop being a problem? I don't get it. Your team is looking horrible.
These man concede first and then it's just head down always. The one thing I was saying, don't concede early and then I think 20 minutes in, first goal, and then another 5-10 minutes in. Second one comes in as predictable. And it was another cutback. United stink with cutback.
Bro. I don't know, man. That's kryptonite right there. I'll be real cutbacks and that. But you know what? I'm taking positives out of the game regardless, man. I don't really care, man. Other than individual mistakes, which it really was. Don't go on like buying anything great, but then that kind of doesn't really do Man United any justice that they weren't great, but they're still better than us in quality. You know, come on, man. Musiala, man. Look at this brother, man.
Oh, baller.
What a baller, man. Owen Hargreaves could not stop talking about this guy.
That was the same on our street. The way he was like, yo, you see that from Musiala? It was just the same thing the whole game.
I'm taking positives, bro. Why am I not going to take a positive?
But what happened to the butcher? He got taken to the slaughterhouse yet again.
Not really. This is what I'm going to go across and say. Did you actually watch the
soundboard?
I watched the whole game. No. I was sitting here and tell you, I watched the whole game.
So when you look at all their goals, other than obviously when you're trying to chase the game towards the end of the goal, how can you cast any of the defense?
I think the defense was poor. I think the defense was poor.
Go through the goals again for me, George.
Okay, but just take away the goals. Look how many other chances they had. Choupo-Moting through on goal. They had chance.
This is how I know he wasn't through on goal. This is how I know you didn't watch the game. Egal, did you watch the game or did you watch?
I watched the game. I was there. How are you telling me?
I hope Egal didn't watch the game. He better have been watching the other game.
Arsenal.
You know what, Lewis? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I saw the game.
Go through all the goals for me, please.
Right, so the first goal. I remember the fourth goal was
the mistake from Onana, the Musiala dribble and the comeback.
Yeah, that was it.
Thank you. Musiala and the comeback.
The second goal was
the penalty and the counter attack. That's it.
And then the fourth goal, McTominay's just jogging for
all the chances. Yeah, so all the chances, right, that they had towards the end of the game, pretty much, right. Where was all the space? In the midfield. Right? In the midfield,
yeah.
Thank you.
I was looking at fucking Casemiro. I was looking at.
Thank you.
You can't have Eriksen starting game in and game out. It's got to be Amrabat in there.
I'm dropping. I don't care. Casemiro got 2 goals. He needs to be dropped.
They need an Acrobat, not Amrabat. Fucking hell.
It's all good that he got a couple goals, but let's not mask this, bro. Off the ball, Casemiro. The way you know what I thought? I thought we were going to sit back, and I thought we were just going to counter, and we didn't do that. I thought we were going to do that all game, and we didn't do that all game. I thought, you know what? Until that Onana thing, whatever, it was nice, whatever. Bro, in transition, when we're trying to go back, bro, there's so much gaps. I'm not joking. I can see why Arsenal want to buck Bayern Munich now. And any sort of midfield that's got any sign of athleticism, that are proactive, got any small little bit of ability that has ball carriers, you are going to destroy Bayern Munich.
Cass, can I just to jump in quickly there?
Go on.
No, they won't, bro.
Yes,
Firstly, no, they won't, bro. Because guess what? Because it's. Yes, I did watch the second half. Yes, I did the second half. I came down, then had to go back upstairs after you woke Keanu up when you slammed the fucking door, pissed off. Anyway, what I was going to say is, he slammed, bro, bottles going everywhere, all sorts. I don't know what it was, but
I said bottles.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. All I know is I was upstairs. I'm hearing bottles falling about and whatever. I don't know what it was, but
there's no bottles.
Okay, well, I don't know what the noise was. Either way, shit fell over when you slammed the door, bro. Either way, more importantly, what I was going to say is Arsenal will not beat Bayern Munich if they play them because Bayern Munich will get the job done because that's what they usually do in the Champions League against teams that haven't done it. No problem.
I agree. I agree with that.
Let's rephrase that again. Daps, did you watch the full game?
No, it's the second half. But I'm talking about in Europe, bro. I'm talking about in Europe.
Anyone that's got remotely decent...
In Europe, you just got dicked 4-2. That's what happened,
you can look at the game. You can look at the game.
You got dicked 4-2, bro. You said you weren't scared of Leroy Sané. I'm not rattled. Bro, why could I be possibly rattled?
You're more rattled than me. Did your team lose?
No, yours did, bro. Leroy Sané, who you said you don't care about.
Calm down, Buckaroo. Anyways...
You're not scared of Leroy, no?
As I was saying, yeah, no, I'm not
He
really.
scored.
Don't tell me he had a bad game. Don't tell me he had a bad game. He was running.
He got a standing ovation when he left, but no, he was average in it.
This is what I mean, yeah. When I say this, yeah, if Man United can go to Allianz and get 3 goals and have chances and lose. So what happens when a better team like Arsenal, who are evidently better than us, got a better balance, gonna go there?
I don't think you realise.
People flip this, and when they play them, you watch what happens.
It is, yeah. Daps is more triggered the fact I said Arsenal and not no other team. By the way,
No, I'm not.
that's key word Arsenal. That's it.
Look, Cass, we can all understand that Bayern, they concede a lot of chances, not just against you guys. If you watch them in the Bundesliga, they concede a lot of chances. That's how they play. They make a lot of mistakes, but like Dap said, they get the job done. They score a lot of goals. They always beat teams. Against you guys tonight, they would never. Look, when you scored your goals, they come back and scored another goal. It was never a problem. You was bad, but they could have been a step ahead of you at all times.
They could have been bad, but what I'm saying is they got the job done. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. We were better than Real Madrid 2 years ago over both legs, but guess what? We got knocked out in the semi-final, and I had to hold that, bro, because they got the job done. That's what heritage teams do in Europe. They get the job done. I'm not saying they're better than you. I'm saying they got the job done. Now, you can bring out, Daps is rattled because I said Arsenal. You're trying to beg it with Arsenal fans tonight. No problem, bro. You can do that if you want. You can do that if you want. But
this is what I mean, yeah? I just said a team like Arsenal's, I can see why they would want to buck them, because they will buck them and they'll pepper them. Like that's the lose.
Arsenal may be better than Bayern, but they'll probably lose. Like we were to Real when we were naive. Okay, no problem.
100%. Arsenal won't beat Bayern Munich.
They will not win.
It's naivety in Europe. That's what I'm trying to say. It's naivety in Europe.
Arsenal go to the Allianz Arena like they did in all of their history. They get scared. They never show up, and they will not win.
You not think that things will change after 10 years?
You can talk about PSV.
Time out. Guys, there's 1,500 of you here. Hit that like button.
What was that about 10 years, Cass?
Guys,
like things can change in 10 years. Like things change. Like the team
can we talk the likes?
But the thing is, George, you don't know anything like this. You don't have nothing to talk on. But the thing is, I'm not here looking at you as a Tottenham fan or Chelsea fan because you're not in the chat. I'm looking at you as just George, the personality. But I'm just saying, with Arsenal, you can't judge them on what they got dicked down 10 years ago, bro.
No, I'm saying naivety in the chat.
You can judge their lack of experience in the competition.
Yes, you can. Oh, experience don't matter no more. Cool, no problem.
It's not that.
Listen,
Cass,
he's gone into the UCL first year and gone past the
1 second, Cass. I remember. Egal, 1 second, Cass. I remember having a conversation with you last year, and I actually said to you, the mad thing is that if you lot qualify for the Champions League, yeah, because of you knowing how to do it, could you win it? And you go, yeah, why not? So you wanted to think the experience meant a lot then, but now it don't matter no more because of tonight it don't matter no more. Okay, so all I'm saying is the experience.
But to win a single game, like I'm telling you,
don't play the only single game in the Champions League is a final.
Games if they play
It'll be 2 games.
I'm telling you now, they'll get, bro. Stop underestimating.
They might give them a game, but they ain't
don't underestimate heritage. Do not underestimate heritage.
They will go to Bayern and they'll just look at the big occasion. They'll get shook.
Cass, I actually agree with you. Over 1 game, I think Arsenal could beat Bayern. But what I'm saying is, over 2 games, they won't qualify because Bayern know how to get it done.
And also, just like we said, this Arsenal team, they have about just as much experience as the Newcastle team. What makes you think they're going to go to one of the biggest Champions League sides and get a result?
About Arsenal, anyways.
It's not happening.
Bro,
it's not
listen,
happening.
we're categorically a better team than Newcastle. First of all, second of all, you guys are absolutely bad vibes. We're here talking about Bayern Munich and Arsenal when Arsenal just slapped PSV 4-0. You guys are talking about
PSV. Oh wow.
Hold on. We can talk about
PSV or PSG, bro.
League, Champions League. I thought,
don't come here expect to pat on the back for beating PSV.
The only bad vibes is your connection at the moment. To be fair,
I'm just sitting back and I'm taking it in. You guys are a bad vibe. You guys just want to laugh at Arsenal forever.
We do.
When we're doing well.
Any opportunity, my guy.
When we're doing well, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just analyze what you guys actually do. Are we going to talk ball or are we just going to talk about what happened 10 years ago?
Exactly.
Let's be honest.
Let's what we're doing it to.
Okay, guys, please. There is 1,500 of you here. Guys, wait. There's 1,500.
Egal, your network's moving wild.
Guys, please. Guys, there's 1,500 of you here. There's big up the guys that coming from Ranters stream. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, content daily, and hit that like button for us. Get us to 200, 300 likes. Come on, guys. This is gold content now. Look at everybody speaking over everybody, and this is chaos after a Champions League night. But guys, the like button is key for our channel to grow. And if you're new here, please subscribe. There's no talking bull here. Like, Egal,
there's some
what do you want?
Let's go through them because they're probably gonna cost me. But go on.
Okay. Number one is that Amarjit is saying to Egal, so his post on Twitter regarding Liverpool, bro, we have lost more Champions League finals than the quarterfinals you have played in the Champions League. Choose your battles wisely. To be honest, it's a funny one.
No, it don't matter. That's history.
It's a good one, to be honest. It's a good one. HKN Music is saying, maybe if these idiots can keep the ball better, Casemiro and Eriksen would not look so bad. Rashford and Bruno passing was horrible all game. I think Cass and the people that watch the game can talk about it.
Big up HKN, innit? He's always on Sai's channel and everything, and he's a keen super chat as well, so he's just supporting that way. You know what? In some fairness, if you watch the game, yeah, you know what? Casemiro and Eriksen weren't the issue. As the game dragged on, when you need to go win something, like, yeah, they were the issue, but they weren't the main issue. It was stuff like we'd be on a break and then Delo would misplace the pass, or Bruno would underhit something, and you think like you should be going forward to doing a little bit more for the attack to sustain. So I kind of understand what he's talking about if we're talking on the game alone. So he's not wrong in that aspect.
Yep. Brazy is saying, why Egal celebrating like he won the whole Champions League? It's his first game after 7 years.
No, they should celebrate that.
100%.
Egal, sorry. I think your network looks better now. I was not trying to make this about and make it negative on Arsenal. Let me be clear. You should celebrate tonight. Your first game back, 2-0 against PSV, who, to be fair, last time I watched PSV was against Rangers and they look good, right? So I'm not here to say... Yeah. They did look good. It was against Rangers, but they look good. They look like a team that I haven't watched your game tonight, but did they come and try and play football?
Bro, we just bossed the game from minute one to the end.
No.
Yeah. I don't think PSV even had an opportunity like majority of the game, bro. It was basically one-sided.
I heard you play well. My whole thing was when Arsenal got brought up as in if they play Bayern, is more if he would have said anyone. Like I can tell you now, I said last season, when we drew Bayern, I said if we managed to beat Bayern, we might win the Champions League. But I looked at that game and said, I will never take Bayern. And Bayern weren't good last season, but I was like, still, to play them over 2 legs in the Champions League, it's not easy, bro.
Daps, you know why I somewhat would understand that take is because when it comes down to it, the best teams in the league are in the best. Some of the best teams in Europe are in the Premier League. And Arsenal, yes, they're unknown commodity in the Champions League because it's our first year back after 7 years. But this is why we're in the competition. We go up against any team right now, I think we can do it. I genuinely believe that.
Okay. Enigma is saying, as an Arsenal fan, I want smoke on Inter pack. Mo talking crab Arsenal in the Champions League too much.
You too, bro, right?
Inter was a good result for you, bro.
Is it 1-1 in the end?
1-1. We have that's how this is how a good team does it. We've been shit all game, and in the last 10 minutes, turned it on, got a draw, almost won the game.
You scored.
Who scored?
Lautaro, of course.
Fair enough.
So it's like we were terrible. He made 5 changes from the team that won against Milan. We were absolutely shit. But to be honest, like if you want to play Inter, be my guest. Again, Arsenal fans winning 1 fucking game and then talking like they have anything in this competition.
Listen. We have all the right to gas up our team beating somebody 4-0.
You don't.
You should tonight. They do tonight.
Let me Egal. Why do you have all of this? Why? Did you win the freaking league last year? No, you don't. Are you top of the freaking league this year? No, you're not.
I don't care what anybody says to me.
You're a good team, and that's fucking it.
Nah. I'm gonna be irrational. I'm gonna be a fan. I'm gonna big up my team. Mo, you have to sit there and hold that. You gotta draw.
Hold what?
Your team got
Hold what?
Your team got points, no?
Away from home against Real Sociedad, bro. So you have not freaking beat a Spanish team away from home ever in your life.
Context.
My team didn't drop any points. I don't know about you lot.
Is that a true fact?
Yeah, I don't think they beat any Spanish team.
Oh,
away
you
from
don't
home.
think? Hold on, you just said don't think.
I think you might be right.
No, that's not true. I'm pretty sure Arsenal
Yeah,
beat
come
Rome.
on. If that was a stat,
I
that's
don't
mad,
think
Mo.
that's
But you
true.
can't be throwing
they
it
won
out
at Bernabeu.
without
Why do I?
confirming it.
Okay,
They beat
Egal,
Rome
at
at
home.
the Bernabeu, man. That's
guys,
cap.
let
They
me
beat
check.
Barca
Egal,
at home back in
why-
2011.
Why
There
do
we
I have to sit here,
You got
Egal,
it.
and take crap from Arsenal fans? Why? Because what? You are better than who?
You want to know something? I'm just telling you.
Just answer the
reason
question,
why
bro.
you're gonna take- the
Don't
reason why you're gonna
dwell.
take it-
Just answer the
reason
freaking
why you're
question.
gonna- one second.
Why?
The reason why you're gonna hold that is because did your team get the result today? Yes or no?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You got the result, right? And how did you
Yeah.
perform? Were you happy with your performance?
Shit.
Okay, so people can't criticize your performance. What did Arsenal do to get criticized?
See the
today?
difference? When we're
What did
shit, I
one
say
second.
shit.
What did Arsenal do to get criticized today?
I didn't even criticize Arsenal.
No, I'm just making my point. You deserve criticism.
You're
You don't.
talking to me or you're
I can
talking to
look at my
somebody
team
else
and
on this
say,
panel? Are you talking to me or not on somebody
Mo
else? I
sounds
wanna know.
Italian
I'm
all of a sudden.
talking
You're
to
talking
you, bro.
to me.
I'm talking to you.
You're talking to
Am I
me.
talking to
to me.
anybody else?
You're talking to me,
That
right?
ignorant him's
Yes,
coming out.
Did I criticize Arsenal today?
Bro, that's irrelevant. You asked me why am I bigging up my team? I'm bigging up my team
No,
based on
I
the
didn't.
performance.
I didn't.
And the reason
I
why
actually,
you can
You know what
I
it is?
actually
Egal,
did
Egal.
not. So hold on, George. I'm sorry. I actually was not talking to you. The super chatter directed his super chat to me, so I was talking to him, and you interfered on his behalf, right?
because
This is
I'm
exactly
an
what you did.
Arsenal fan and I'm backing my boy.
Oh, and I didn't
I-
say anything. But why is Arsenal fans want to play Inter? I don't get it. What is that?
Bro, I think Arsenal right now, we go up against Inter, we're categorically a better team than you.
You're not
Wait,
winning though.
because sorry, hold on.
No, that
Because
didn't
of
actually
what?
say whether you win it or
No,
not.
hold on. Tell me what's your evidence? Because of what?
I think we have I think we're a
because
better
of
team
what?
overall than you. I think we're a better
Because,
overall team.
why? What? Because of what?
Now,
I think
Man
we have a better
United,
midfield than you.
Arsenal
I think we have a
versus
better
Inter
Okay,
defense
Milan.
than
so
you.
let me.
And
Did
I
you?
don't
How-
have your-
So lucky
How-
right now. I don't know how he-
what's
he's
your
throwing this away
measuring
from cap.
stick? What's your measuring stick? Like what's your
Based on
measuring
Big up,
how I
stick?
Bob.
watch my team. Listen,
Based
I
on a
don't-
feeling, right? Like based on a
I'm telling you,
feeling, right?
From what I've
It's
seen from
because
Inter,
I have a
don't think-
feeling that
I
I'm
don't
better.
think Inter, if they were in the Premier League, would finish above Arsenal.
Egal, can I ask you a question? Egal, can I ask you a question?
The
Why
whole
does
thing-
Robin?
sorry,
Why
George,
does
the whole-
Robin?
sorry,
Wait,
George,
wait, Mo,
the
let me
whole
ask one
thing-
question.
No,
One
no,
question.
no, no, no,
Mo's
no,
rattled,
no,
Mo's
listen,
rattled.
no,
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 Mo,
no,
I'll give you
no,
a question.
no,
Let me ask you one
listen,
question
people, no.
about today.
Well, I'm
Listen,
here for
George,
that.
listen, George, listen.
Let's go. Mo,
Egal,
you're holding that.
this is all assumptions, Egal. Did you win
Guess
your
what?
league?
That's what
The
opinions
only
are.
team in the Premier League that can talk to me is Man City, who beat me 1-0 in a final in Champions
Based
League.
on what?
Everybody
But
else,
based
on
on we
what?
beat them. Based on we beat them.
that's it.
Oh,
That's
And
so
your
it.
based on
facts, not
so
opinions.
Mo,
The
based on the
UCL
fact that
final.
1 second, based on the fact that we haven't
Might
played
not
each
have heard of
other.
it.
1 second,
Yes.
based on the fact that we haven't played each other recently, then you can't talk shit to me either.
See, exactly.
Period.
That's the difference between me and you.
But you were
I
talking
didn't
shit
talk
to him, Miguel.
shit to you.
Listen,
I didn't.
I don't care. I'm gonna talk shit. That's me. That's who I am.
Exactly, because you have nothing but talk shit. But you have
I
no
just
facts.
realised,
You have
Egal, I just
nothing.
realised
Egal,
tonight,
Egal.
Egal is the Somali Wally with the t-shirt. Where's Wally?
Wallahi, where's Waldo? Tell me where's Waldo. I don't care.
Wait, Egal, let
I'm
me
here
ask you
for
something.
five.
Let me ask you something. Egal, why
No,
does
on a
why
serious
does a
note-
win? Wait, Egal,
No, on a
why
serious
does
See, these
note-
a
Arsenal
win?
fans, bro. See, these Arsenal fans.
One
They
second,
win one
bro, on a
game
serious
and
note,
they start
bring it
talking
back.
shit to other people that
Bring
have
it back.
nothing to do with them. Like, I'm not even
Guess what?
talking to Arsenal
Guess what?
fans.
Mission
And they just
accomplished,
win
bro.
a game. They win a game and they come and say, well, all of this and all that. I want to face you. I
Bro,
want
we're
to face
back in
you.
the
I want
Champions
this.
League.
I
Let
want
me
that.
gas up my team. Let me be happy. You guys do what you
Exactly.
gotta
Be
do.
happy away from a fucking
Be
ass.
happy, Egal. Be happy.
Yeah, be happy away from Inter, right?
Yeah,
you see,
man,
this
don't
is what
worry
I'm
about
doing.
it.
Once
You're
when you
upset.
face me, if
You're
I come
upset.
here and
I'm
criticize
laughing, bro.
you, if I come here and criticize you, right? You have all the right to talk to me. But I'm coming here and said Arsenal scored 4 in a brilliant performance. That's it.
You're right.
See the difference? I am objective.
Does anyone want me to rap and lift the mood a bit? No?
You want to know something, Mo? I love you, bro. But wallahi, you gotta just hold banter sometimes. Allow it.
Okay, I am, but for no reason. Like,
Do you know the funny thing is when
Guess what?
everyone
That's
thinks
what
that
football
like
banter
I
is, bro.
actually,
everyone's
I hold. Listen, Egal. This morning I told Cass you're gonna fucking lose
I'm
3
kind
or
of
4.
glad that we're out.
So I
of
have
it now.
no faith
Feels
in
more
talking
peaceful.
to him. I told
You
Cass
wanna
this
know
morning
something?
you're gonna lose
And
3 or
inshallah, we
4.
face each other, and then we'll actually know who is a better team.
Yes,
Egal, let me ask you a question. Why does a 4-0 win against PSV? We were talking about PSV, a team that doesn't win their league. We're talking about a team that just qualifies for the Champions League in the Eredivisie, one of the 6th or 7th worst leagues, or 6th or 7th best leagues, make you feel to come on here and seek validation from everyone else to say, look, we had a good night. You beat a team that you're supposed to beat, a team that is far below your level. Yes, you beat them.
You can't
4-0.
do that, bro. We was praising City. I can't lie. We were praising City yesterday for beating Red Star Belgrade, and you're gonna try to take away a man's happiness.
I'm not giving it to them. What am I going to give it to them? They played PSV last season in the Europa League. They played them in Europa League last season. This isn't a big team. If you want to praise Man City for being Red Star Belgrade, you can do that.
But George,
why would anyone in their right mind praise the defending champions for beating Red Star Belgrade?
Can I just hold on?
If you beat Ajax 4-0, if you beat Ajax 4-0 in your first game of the Champions League, you have to be happy. PSV are the champions of the Netherlands League. They beat Ajax, and they were last year. They weren't.
No, they was Feyenoord. I'm pretty sure it's Feyenoord.
Mo with his facts.
No, Mo just he's throwing out random facts all day. What is happening? I'm not running with
Here's a better one.
Hold on,
but here's the truth, and this is rivals not virals, where you know what, there's strays and anyone can catch him, yeah. And although George and me seem to be on the same side, George, did you not celebrate when you beat Sheffield United with 2 last-minute goals? At the weekend,
the Premier League with that 3 points.
So that's fine. Well, you can celebrate that, but Arsenal can't celebrate winning 4-0.
When we beat 2-1 against Sheffield United, I didn't come here and try to say, "Oh yeah, guys, give me validation for how good my team is. I want you guys to big me up and big my team."
Validation.
I wouldn't seek validation from no one else.
He didn't ask for validation.
My team to do good in silence. I'm not. A guy was coming and saying, "Guys, what do you mean? We won 4-0. Let's talk about Arsenal."
Here's my Wi-Fi better.
You're good.
First things first. Bro, I don't really care what anybody has to say about my team. As you can tell, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good vibes, and I don't care about none of you guys. Number 2, all Arsenal fans out here, don't take shit from Liverpool fans. Don't take shit from Tottenham fans. Don't take shit from Chelsea fans.
Of course you don't.
I don't want to.
But you love to talk about everyone else.
Get one of these before you can talk to us.
Number two. Guess what?
Put your medals on the table.
1 second. Any rational conversation, they just start talking about medals. Second of all, when it comes
because you ain't got them.
Wait. Egal, it's like that YouTube video, isn't it? Remember that YouTube video where the guy was talking about fans and all that kind of stuff?
They just mentioned UCL trophies.
But you can't mention them, so you can't mention them because you ain't got them. Otherwise, you would. You know you would. If you had them, you'd put them on the table. Come on.
Let me say something for 1 second. The PSV game, first of all, it's not about the fact that we played PSV and we beat them 3-0. It's the fact that we're back in the Champions League. We're back at the Emirates under the light for the first time, and we put in a massive performance where we destroyed the team 4-0, controlled the game for the whole 90 minutes, and we basically told a lot of teams in the Premier League, guess what? Arsenal's back, and you know what? Not yet. You can't say we mean business yet because we haven't played any big teams, but based on the team you put in front of us, it shows that we mean business, and we're not a joke. If we came in and we played PSV and he had a shaky performance and we just got out of there, you guys could say, oh, you're not ready to be in the big teams yet. You're not ready to face some of these guys, but we don't know based on the fact that we played PSV, and yes, you guys can say
know based on the history of Arsenal that you guys
when we play Sevilla, guess what? Unfortunately,
based on the history, you guys just don't go any further than the round of 16. That's all it is.
1 second. Unfortunately, we don't.
How did you go out in the round of 16 5 years in a row?
Unfortunately, we don't.
The group stages mean nothing.
Unfortunately, we don't pick who we play. I would have rather had tougher opposition, so I wouldn't have to face all these type of criticisms. I actually wanted Bayern. I'm one of the rare breeds who wanted to face a big opponent in the Champions League. But guess what?
Definitely rare breed,
we got the hand. 1 second. We got the hand. We got dealt with, and you know what? We're gonna deal with it. And once we top this group in the round of 16, that's when we're gonna get a big boy.
Guys, I need to do these super chats. Olu, member for 10 months. Thank you, Olu, for being here. Saying,
why don't see that gold, though. Don't see that gold.
Well, and why didn't Real, just on that one, why didn't Heritage Real beat Man City last year? Because it takes a long time. Do you know what? Before the Champions League tonight, I watched a video, on Man City, the 2011 to 2023 journey, and bro, the amount of hurt we had to go through to heritage teams, it takes a while. That is the key of what I'm saying. Listen, I'm not saying Arsenal won't win a Champions League one day. I'm not saying that. But I am saying, you have to go through a lot of heartbreak to get there. And it takes some of the players being part of that heartache to come back. Look, Chelsea know it. I think most teams that have won a Champions League have to lose a final and feel that hurt to go back and do it again. And if people don't believe in that and think, no, it's not about that, as long as you're good on the day, no problem. I see it from another point of view, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
SH is saying, other than individual brilliance from Musiala, Kim, Zane, I think United done all right, considering they were playing away from home after a loss. Listen, I don't want to dwell a lot on the super chat, but it's actually true because Bayern Munich had older players back. By the way, Kimmich is back. Koeman was back. Everybody was available. Man United didn't have. And at the end, Man United scored 3 goals. So I can't just stop. Who is gonna go to the Allianz Arena and score 3 goals against Bayern? Not a lot of teams in the world. It's
my team. We'll do it.
We'll get back to the Champions League first.
Anyway.
Hey, slow progress. I never said when.
But hold on, when's the last time you scored 3 goals, to be fair?
Hey, Luton.
Oh, fuck me. Luton, Bayern. Fuck me, what are we doing here?
Mr. Big P is saying, so last night on here, we was allowed to praise City for a decent performance against Red Star.
Thank you.
But the same rules don't apply for Arsenal.
Hold on, Mo, let me answer that quick. No one, has knocked Arsenal on tonight. Or I hope to God they haven't. Certainly not me. I was talking about overall. Right, okay, George, you can hold that one. I agree with this 100%.
I ain't holding nothing.
Talking. Yeah, definitely don't hold Mr. Big Piece. That's not one you want to hold, to be fair.
Hey, why for that? Man?
Don't hold that. But I'm just saying more across if they play Bayern in the knockout stages. Tonight, Arsenal fans should be fucking swinging from the chandeliers. They won 4-0, like, in their first game back in the Champions League. When they beat Spurs at the weekend, sorry, George, if you think Arsenal fans are bad tonight, wait till the weekend when they beat Spurs, yeah? Because then, oh, damn. George,
I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
Prove me wrong. George, I want you to prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Please, I'm begging you to prove me wrong.
Get ready. Buckle up. Lewis, get ready. Buckle up. Your team is going to be having a difficult season. The whole year, you're going to be looking at everybody else trying to say, you know what? I hope they drop points for happiness.
Yes. Well, I'm already there, bro. Like, when we lose to Villa, you think I'm not going to be shamelessly celebrating Havertz 007 day? I already got my plans sorted, man.
That's what we got 007.
Bro, we celebrate points on the
007 days, 0 goals,
guys,
0
I need to go. I really need to go to these super chats.
I was convinced Havertz was going to score tonight as well, you know.
Nah, this is a Havertz v Norwich performance.
Egal, why you're angry? You won 5-0. Calma, muchacho.
Chelsea broke him, Daps. We have to fix him. It's going to take a couple months.
Oh, hold on. Was it 5-0?
4.
What was that about 5?
AMT is saying, Egal, just be humble. He never. That never happened. You're muted.
Yeah, done that. Only I have to do that now because I'm shit.
Back, hold up. Did Lewis jump ship and switch to Bayern?
Nah, man, just an uneasy alliance for today. Mia Samir and all that.
Half of Chelsea went last season when Tuchel went. Do you not know that?
Oh, did you know?
Oh, yeah, big up Tuchel as well. My God, I forgot you.
KB 101 is saying, even when we win, people want to talk crap. Nobody did other than George. I don't get it. You guys like start the fire and then you can't. Yeah, to be honest, Mr. Big P again. FW the show. FW, but every day Arsenal hate along.
We don't. Why not?
We're not hating on Arsenal. I don't get that.
Yes, we are.
Victim.
Oh my God. We are. Why not?
Why not?
I'm not today. I'm just
not,
saying
I don't believe they can win.
I'm just saying I don't believe they can walk into the Champions League and beat big boy teams.
Just 5 minutes ago. So don't try this. He's talking about you.
Just to tell you guys how crazy it was today, Manchester United fans, Man City fans were not talking to us. The whole day, it was Liverpool fans going at Saliba for a post that I put about Saliba that had nothing to do with them, talking about Konate and Van Dijk. When I speak about the Champions League, you got Chelsea fans coming in, showing their Champions League trophies. And when I say I'm happy to be back in the Champions League, you got Tottenham fans saying, how are you celebrating this? You criticized us. So it's like, no matter where we go.
Because your fan base is moving like virgins about being back in the UCL. Oh, we're back, like 2-minute highlights.
I will tell you something. Lewis, you will understand in 7 years.
You think we're going to be out for 7 years?
Damn.
You think we're going to be out for 7 years?
Oh, my God.
You're the only club that's going to go a 7-year
drought. The only thing that's stopping us from top four is their fraudulent legends.
George, you're the only club that will go however many years drought with trophies.
But not away from the Champions League.
I mean, Arsenal have done a 20-year drought on the league, so I mean,
yo, guys,
we did a drought today as well. I get it.
There's droughts all around the place.
Guys,
everyone's starving. I'm just saying.
My childhood was one big drought.
Tariq Rashid is saying, all we know is trophies. No, my brother. Today, your team got away with murder. It doesn't matter. We got the point away from home against Real Sociedad, who gave Real Madrid a terrible game at the weekend at the Bernabeu. So I'm all right. I'll take the point. With a bad performance, I'll take the point. That's what big teams do, bro. That's what big teams do. Dhiraj Kumar is saying maybe Arsenal fans don't like Mojendas. Maybe.
Okay, none of us do.
Nobody does. I don't even like Mojenda. I don't even like myself. Ozan Kabak, someone fact check the corrupt judge, please. 100%. 100%.
By the way, has anyone noticed that corrupt judge has actually replaced the Liverpool panelist on the night of the Champions League?
Yeah, where's Mons? Where's Roms?
Tomorrow is Thursday night.
Don't worry, Mons is on tomorrow night.
I don't know what George is doing in it, to be fair, but you know what? He's in here for vibes, so it is what it is.
Tomorrow night.
No, it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal play today, so we got George.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, we needed a rival. Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense, actually. Mox Tolu is saying, I've been watching you guys for a few months. Mo Daps, Lewis, no football. Cass and Egal are always chatting absolute.
Thank you.
Lewis.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I'm so
chatting absolute garbage, especially Egal. Gosh.
You're my boy, bro. You're my boy, bro.
No, we didn't lose.
I guess what? What's the name? Smox. Tolu. Guess what? I'm gonna continue talking rubbish, my guy. So gear up, buckle up,
hold on.
Spit in your mouth.
Can I before we put that one up? Before we put that one up, quick, can I just ask, because Cass does this thing where he talks about teams before he plays them, yeah? He does it all the time. Bro, you got Burnley at the weekend. We've given Vinny the assignment. Leroy knew the assignment. Tell me what your thoughts are on Burnley. Are you worried about Burnley, Cass?
No, I'm actually not, bro. I said I'm taking mad.
We got him!
Cass is the best in, like, depression. And then the next day, depression. The next day, he's like,
this is why I say, other than individual mistakes, they don't have Sane's and fucking Harry Kane's and shit. They don't even have a Lyle Foster up front. Why the fuck am I going to be scared about?
Keep talking it, bro. Keep talking it.
Oh, is that what you did? Fair enough. You got me.
You are kissing your team.
I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna like Oshene, Lloyd, O'Connor is saying City and other teams have context. Arsenal doesn't. I don't get that super chat.
No, what he's trying to say is on the overall thing, not on tonight. Tonight, Arsenal celebrate. Let them
1-4
celebrate.
nil.
I think Arsenal fans have the right to feel like they're always hated on, because we are the ones that are bantered.
No, when you put yourself on a pedestal, that's the reason.
Bro, we deserve the criticism a couple years ago.
You feel like you deserve to be somewhere that you are. That's why.
Now, I just feel like you guys are still trying to. You know what it is? It's like a comedian going back to the same old joke.
Egal, I've got the perfect example of this. Tonight, I've been having a conversation with one of my friends who's an Arsenal fan, yeah? And he is basically saying that Saliba is categorically the best centre-back in the world, right? Based on last season. And when I've gone to him, bro, respectfully, do you know what? I'm going to put Ruben there, because since Ruben has joined Manchester City, when the season before we didn't win the league, we've won the league every season. First season, he won Premier League player of the season. He's been team of the season 2 of the 3 times. Last season, we went on our unbeaten run when he returned from injury and went in the team. He's won the Premier League, he's won so right now, based on that, and he goes, well, how many clean sheets has he got this season? And I was like, bro, do you know what? I'm done. And this is a thing that and then he's saying, it's mad to think that Arsenal have the best midfielder, the best defender, and the best winger in the world, right?
Bro,
they are the reasons.
I don't agree with that.
But they're the reasons, and I'm not saying you do, but that's one reason. Another reason is Mr. Egal, Mr. Somalian Wally, yeah, that claims that Havertz, who you hate, is Wally in England, bro. Waldo's elsewhere, right? You hate Havertz. Havertz joins your club, all of a sudden he's going to cook. These are some of the reasons why we have this bit of despite.
Wait, Egal, before you go, I saw a tweet from you today. You also went further. You said, "Oh, I don't compare Saliba to Van Dijk anymore because Saliba's world class. He's on his level." That's the type of claim that you guys make.
And also, we're saying Arsenal fans haven't done anything. Wait. We're saying Arsenal fans haven't done anything recently.
I'll let you guys finish.
No, we're only saying with Arsenal.
Why is Lewis so close to the camera? I don't get it. Lewis, like,
I don't know if
he wants to tell Brighton they need to get relegated.
Lewis gets hard on every time there's any slander on
Arsenal fans have done nothing over the last few years. But they were overhyping being top of the league for 93% the season and then tried to backtrack when you guys dropped out.
You want to know something? Carefree? I'll tell you something. You're not so carefree this season. It's okay, man. Just let it.
That's original. That's original. I haven't seen that like 150 times on Twitter. Come on, man, make your own jokes up.
Same way how you got your Champions League trophy.
Well, what are you gonna say next?
United are getting away with. Can I just say, United are getting away with murder right now. Cass is sailing through this show since we need to switch.
Where were you when you were shit?
It's this guy, bro. It's this guy. Egal.
It's not Egal. Stop blaming Egal. It's all you lot shitting on him.
You're not.
You always blame
Egal.
Egal.
We are doing this. We are doing that. We are Arsenal. The mighty Arsenal. We're doing this.
Yo, I honestly, I am allowed to be happy, and I'm not gonna let any of you guys kill my vibe. Today, you're not doing it. Keep trying. Keep trying.
I tell them again, Egal, man.
What else?
Man's salty because they're not going to be getting they don't even have European football.
Look at the way this guy is trying his best to get Arsenal on his side tonight. No, let's switch it back to Manchester United. Unless there's any more super chats.
I want to know, Kaz, how did you guys
end up
back in the
game? I want to show you guys the tweet that he said earlier because he tried to say he didn't say that. Yeah,
bro, I did say that. And read it out. Read it out.
All right, I'll read it. I'm not interested in comparing Arsenal star William Saliba to Van Dijk anymore because he's already in the conversation as one of the best centre backs in the world. This is what you guys do.
That's the honest truth, though. Let's be honest.
This is what you guys do, though. You put your players on a pedestal after one season. One season, you put your players
George. I remember you and Romero, though. To be fair.
You put your players on a pedestal. And wait, Romero's won a World Cup. Romero's won a World Cup.
When you put him on the pedestal.
Romero is also called one of the best centre backs in the world by Messi, the best player in the world. So
I'm not after 6 months.
All I'm gonna say is, Egal, we're talking about what you said about Saliba, and you put your players on pedestals. So when we come after you fans and you fans get scrutinized, it's because of what you do. It's not because of what we do or what we say. So when you come out and then you wait, Egal. Also, so when you say these things like you've got one of the best centre backs in the world, you've got one of the best midfielders in the world, one of the best wingers in the world, then why do you feel the need to be praised for beating PSV, who are in the 6th worst league in the world, and don't even win their league? They're in the third division and they don't win their league. So why should
Egal, don't even reply. George, just don't lose to them by 4 goals then on a weekend as well, then, because then you're just basically PSV.
What was that?
You shouldn't lose by 4 goals.
Lose against them 4-0 on the weekend because then you're basically PSV. Your team
that wouldn't happen.
League but let's see. We're waiting to see, isn't it?
Why are you talking about scoring 4 goals? Your team hasn't done that all season. You concede 4 goals. You concede 3 goals. You haven't had a clean sheet since the first game of the season. Don't talk to me about how many goals my team
I can't lie. Yeah, you know what? This is not about Tottenham. One sec. This is not about Tottenham. This is probably about Man United and Arsenal. And we've done a lot of talking shit. All right, let's go one thing straight. One thing.
Oh, nah.
Your team's got no pressure on you, yeah? 2, last year remember what you was after 10 games last season, what you were saying. Just be careful. I'm just saying, be careful, bro.
Okay. But what are you saying? Because I know your prediction from the start of the season to 5 games in has changed for your team drastically, right?
Anyways, let's just move on because I just want to get through this.
Okay. That's fine. It's fine, man. Cass, I know it hurts. I know you don't want to talk about it. I know you don't want to talk about it because it hurts.
I'll talk on the Bayern game. Let's talk about today.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
after. Are there any more super chats? Yeah.
Tons
people spend their money.
Let's do the super chats. Sorry, man.
Ahmed Suleiman, another guy that listen. Ahmed, thank you so much. Gifted 10 memberships to us. Thank you, Ahmed, again supporting the channel. All your super chats, all your memberships are appreciated. This is what keeps us going as well. Hit that like button. It's still almost 1,500 people here. We got the people that stayed here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit that like button underneath your live chat as well. And then Enigma saying, Mo, you remember that 5-1 clapping at your home? By the way, the same season we beat you 3-0. So it's just 3-0 at your home. At least we scored. So people just want to remember one part of the story.
What season was that?
It's 2003 and 4.
Oh, the season we beat the Invincibles. Oh, okay, cool. Just one second.
Shots everywhere.
Marjit is saying I didn't even mention the wins on my last super. What wins?
Make another one.
Mina Sidhum is saying, can we see George and Egal Sunday after the derby? Oh, One of them is gonna hide. I promise you that.
Yeah, George probably.
One of them is gonna hide. I
I
promise
need
you that.
somebody
George.
to take the
Me.
heat off us when we lose to Villa at the same time, please. So I need someone to get thrashed.
Sunny is saying no one cares for the opinions of City fan. With your broad success, everyone wants you to win. No one cares. Calm down. 115.
So respectfully, if no one cares for the City fan, you can move off my channel. But thanks for the super chat. That can go straight in my pocket.
Not only.
Salute.
Not only. You would not have
sorry,
super
hours,
chatted.
sorry,
you would
hours.
not have super chatted if you can't.
Yeah.
Don't care about
Right.
City
And furthermore, if you don't care, like I said, aim higher, bro. Aim higher. Try and do a treble.
Francis, so City are allowed to be gassed, not see victim, like this victimization of yourself. Like we're all come here and praised Arsenal for it's only George, and you guys are just thinking that we're all hating on Arsenal. We're not. Lewis,
you could be commenting about George.
Oh yeah. I'm hating on Arsenal, but I'll be real
You
about
could
it.
be commenting about Lewis.
I hate
There's two
Arsenal,
guys here
but they should
that-
celebrate tonight. They
but
should
he's saying you
celebrate tonight.
all. He's saying all of us, and we're not.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? What you have to do is when people say things, you have to look at it and look at the context. And the context is, like for me, let me be clear. Do I hate Arsenal? I've said it on a stream. The two teams I hate the most, even more than Manchester United, are Liverpool and Arsenal. I've given my reasons why, yeah? I don't like Arsenal, right? I also doubt Arsenal because I look at what they've done. They qualified for the Champions League 19 years on the bounce to get to one final, right? They haven't been in it for 7 years. They're now in it, not as champions, not as cup winners, not as anything, right? But so for me to say, I don't think they can go up against heritage teams and beat them in the knockout stages, I don't think's wild. What I will say is great win tonight, great start to the season with picking up the points by any means and celebrate it. Right? There's context to it all. It doesn't mean if I say Arsenal look really good, that doesn't mean I think they're going to win the Champions League. There's context to everything. Victims.
No Fox given is saying Spurs banter Arsenal fan for a UEFA Champions League semi and a final because Spurs
They've
have
been to the Champions League
Wow.
20 years in a row, and all they have to show for it is one final and one semi-final. So when they talk about going
19,
far
I
this,
think, actually. 19.
and 19 or whatever it is. So when they talk about going far this year, I don't believe it because I've never seen it before from their best team. So
Their best
Mohamed
UCL memories.
Can United so bad Cass became an Arsenal fan.
No, I just protected the girl because you can't be talking to her like he's sitting on a football terrace.
Cass protects girls. He protects a girl.
I hate Arsenal too, AB15.
But he wasn't about when Anthony
My
was
guy. My guy.
Darren Ingram is saying BTEC Barack Obama getting the Arsenal getting crap from the Spurs chav, but about only beating PSV can only play what's in front of you.
Oh,
That's a good one.
hold on. BTEC Barack Obama as well.
Mad.
It's not even that. It's the way Mo says stuff sometimes. I shouldn't laugh.
Wait, Mo doesn't even know what a chav is. When he says it, Mo doesn't know
No,
what a chav is. He's
no.
like, from the Spurs chav. Like, it's...
I'm
What
assuming
is
it's fan or something. Even though this guy is from America, because he is. No, that's Australian
That's
dollars.
Australian.
$. So I don't know what a chav mean. I don't know.
Oh, I want to hear Mo say it in an Australian accent. That would be even better.
Oh, I can't
That
even
was
say
funny.
that.
That was actually funny.
AMT is saying no wonder Bayern was weak today because a Chelsea fan here wore their jersey.
They still won. Still won.
Omar Rushdie from Egypt is saying Spurs and Chelsea panelists want to hate on Arsenal normally. Egal. Yeah,
Yeah, he gets it. He gets it.
true. And they're not denying. The thing about it, they're
Just
not even
haters.
denying it. They're
Nah,
not denying it. Like they're
You're
not like-
haters. It's fine.
See this guy with Dutchman. Why don't you say like, oh, my man from Finland? It has to always be from Egypt, isn't it? Mo, isn't it?
Yeah, because how many people from
my
Egypt?
brother? Like, come on, man. Move on.
I just said Australian dollars
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
Oh,
whatever,
this is a
man.
funny show.
Max Morg from UK is saying Arsenal gonna have another trophy, less season and a second place in the Prem. If they want to rave about that, leave them to it. Leave winning to the big trophies to the real best club in London,
Real
Chelsea.
shit.
I can't lie. Don't talk about Chelsea right now, man.
Yeah, I know,
Please.
it's wild.
man.
Most trophies since 2000. Someone take that title.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
me.
yeah. But guess what? You finished 12th.
You used to say, you used to.
Wait, what happened to
Wait,
don't
no,
talk about the
do you know-
past?
do you know the best thing is?
Don't
It
talk
used to
about the
be.
past.
Where does the bar
What-
go?
wait,
Listen,
do you know
where
what you
does
need
the
to do?
bar go?
But what you
98,
need to do is
2000?
no. What you have to do with Chelsea is it used to be most trophies in the last 20.
20
Now
years.
they'll go since 2003. And every year it will keep kind of changing. Like, it'll be like most trophies in the last 27 years. Like, they keep having to
it's actually going to be that when you catch up. You're like 2 years away.
When it gets to 2027, they'll be like, most trophies in the last 20 years up until 2022.
The most trophies since 2005 to 2015.
You know them telltale signs. Yesterday, they kept saying it was about a City player, to be fair. I think it's about Ruben Diaz. They were saying Ruben Diaz has not lost a game in 90 minutes in something like 30 games. I'm like, why do they keep making a big deal of saying in 90 minutes, yeah? And I presume it's probably because of the Community Shield where we lost it on penalties. So they can't claim that no more. So they just move it slightly so they can still keep the claim going. That's what's going to be Chelsea real soon.
Mr. Big P again says Spurs best ever spell. We won 4 cups and Spurs 0. Fact.
Rattled.
4 cups.
I just get through the supers, please. Like, come on, man.
I'm trying. The hate from you all is mad, KD.
Thank you. We'll keep up.
Mr. Big P is saying, Mustafa, you want to World Cup? What are you smoking? That's to George.
About what?
Francis, guys, your channel is becoming an Arsenal again. This is
whatever,
an Arsenal hate channel for views. For fuck's sake, moderate the conversation to where it should be. Come on, they won. This is now boring. We're not hating on Arsenal.
You do realize, but you've just put that super chat on, which encourages to talk on it. And if we didn't have an Arsenal person on, if we didn't talk on Arsenal, it would be, why don't we talk on Arsenal? Like, you got to remember, you have to filter out of this. We keep talking about the fact Arsenal won 4-0 tonight. Is that like?
Let's be honest. We were quite happy.
Violins in the chat for that sorry little super chat.
We were quite happy cooking Cass until Egal brought it onto Arsenal. So blame the Arsenal.
I didn't bring it onto Arsenal. You guys did. It's fair enough.
My guys.
Onana, Ed Mancurian Therapy saying Onana been a bigger rip-off than Havertz.
Now we can talk on that in a minute.
We will. Arsenal win and Spurs and Chelsea fans on channel.
Because this is a rival show. If you don't know this, Francis, you've been here for time, I swear. This is rivals, not virals. This ain't match reaction. Go get a bunch of fucking Arsenal fans and Man United fans so you can hear some sorrows and shit. Go look at the flipping thumbnail. Anyways,
and also UCL
same panel as every week, to be fair.
Every week, same panel. But look, guys, there's 1,400 here. 468 likes. Look, some of you don't even know where the like button is. All you got, can you not see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, she's nice, Cass.
Wait, just zoom in a bit more.
Exit, and then there's a fun button. So if you don't mind just hitting that fun button, man. Come on.
Please don't move like my football club in the final third and hit the like button.
Chelsea are shit. Anyways, moving back to the games, please.
You're shit too.
Why we're not allowed to talk about that Onana howler? Why?
You're in the mud with me, bro.
I'm serious.
I don't know. He made a howler, but then he also made 3 very good saves. But people forget about that shit.
But that's his job to make saves, but not to not to do that.
But I don't.
Your fan base used to do the same, Cass.
Yeah, but the difference is De Gea would make a howler because that was from his own mistake from kicking the ball long, or just giving it to the opposition. This is what I mean. Like this is. I'm not saying De Gea was the main problem, but we can't act like he wasn't the problem, like one of the problems. Do you know what I mean? So right now, the whole team's off form. So why am I going to start degrading someone that's just come here and everything like that? And he's trying to play with a bunch of shit that can't even move properly.
All right. So what we could say on that is then maybe would be that, because when I was watching that program earlier on City, it reminded me of Joe Hart for Man City back in the Champions League early days. Yeah, and Joe Hart was clutch in a lot of Champions League games, very clutch, exactly. Right? But then we replaced him with Edison, right? Oh, Bravo briefly, but then Edison. But the key is maybe, and I get why Man United got Onana, right? But if your whole team's not ready for Onana, is it going to work this season? And in that case, have you brought him in too early? And actually, with De Gea, for now, stick with him for another year, because in the Champions League, he's going to make some clutch saves. And we also have to look at it as well in the Premier League. Cass, Chelsea are below you, but they've got a 0-point difference, goal difference. You've got a -4. So
they spent £1 billion.
No, but hold on. Let's not make it about them. What I'm saying is that your goal difference is -4. Again, tonight, the conceding goals is an issue. And like at the weekend, when I kept wanting to talk about the defense, you didn't want to talk about the defense. You wanted to talk about the midfielders not staying with runners. But at some point, if you're conceding this many goals, we have to look at your defense and your midfielders. We can't just keep saying
you just said it.
We have to, bro.
My midfielders.
So it's not on your defense or your goalkeeper at the moment. Not once.
The thing is, this is what I'm saying. 1 for 1 in defenders. The low and Reguilon's not done nothing bad. You know what? Even Martin, other than getting dicked down by Pascal Gross, other than that shimmy, he hasn't been actually that bad. He hasn't been the greatest. Don't get me wrong, but he hasn't been that bad as people go. If it don't matter who you've got in front of you, look at Liverpool. They had Van Dijk, Konate, Matt. Bro, if you don't have a proper guy,
but their defense held smoke because of it, bro. Their defense held smoke.
But if your midfield's so open, it doesn't matter who you've got in goal and who you got in defense. If you can't shore up shit, then you can't do nothing.
Done differently.
The thing is, we lost 4-3 with a bare bones 11, bro. Did you know who we had on the bench? We had Dan Gore, bro. Who's Dan Gore? He's from our academy. Do you know what I'm saying? Just think like that. Look, at the end of the day, we went to Brighton. We still kept it respectable in the scoreline. We didn't play bad. People will say, "Oh, like
you didn't go to Brighton. It was at your ground."
Bayern
Munich have now got like a 35 winning record or some crap like that, or non-losing record at their ground. Like people thought we were going to get
back into the game,
stuff like that. Yeah. The thing is, they got us back into the game, but at the same time, that one decision did really hurt us. Don't get me wrong. But the fact of the day is, we didn't give up. We didn't actually park the bus. If you want to talk about nullifying, it was there. It was just down to more individual mistakes. And if I'm going to start looking at that, thinking I'm not going to take no positives from when we had bare bones 11 on the pitch, bro, I can't wait to actually see what we got coming back.
But where you can, but if you can take positives from that, you must, because that means you. I know you already, Cass, but to the viewers, that means that you can look at the context, and you're still right. Seven goals in the last 2 games, right? And you don't want to look at your defense or your goalkeeper at all. You just want to blame your midfielders.
Because every goes. That's why I say go look at the type of goal that we concede. It's the same thing every single time. Cut back. If not, it's been a penalty.
So do you want to blame the manager then?
Yeah, but hold on, Cass. There's one fact. Cass, there's one fact, guys.
Someone has to defense goalkeeper or Ten Hag. One of them has to.
All of it.
To be honest, there's one fact, right? Before that goal, Bayern had 1 shot, and Man United had 1 shot.
2 shots, 2 goals.
No. Before that error from Onana, 1 shot, Bayern Munich on target. You had 1 shot. 30 minutes. I thought if that goal didn't go in, you might have held on your own more.
Yeah, I thought
you were chasing the game. You were chasing the game because of a mistake. That's a fact.
Basically, yeah, that's what it is. But bro, it's again like,
and you cannot keep making these mistakes. The mistake can happen from a goalkeeper, from a midfielder not chasing back, from someone clearing the board. That's individual mistakes all the time.
For me, the midfield's just not balanced. If you don't have balance, and to be fair, there's a huge drop off in quality. In the way Ten Hag wants to play this expressive, more type of football, like controlling it and then working it up the pitch. It might look good going onto the wings, but when we lose the ball, there's no runners to get back properly. Bruno is a runner, but he's not athletic. Like he's not an athlete like that in terms of like a pure. Like, do you get what I mean by an athlete? Like, of course he's an athlete, but I mean he's not mad athletic like that.
He's not pace and power.
He's not PMP athletic type. You know, even Casemiro running back so slow, bro. And it's not suiting him, and that's why I said I'd rather have him drop now, because if it means the team getting better with an Amrabat who is more PMP that can get across the pitch, bro, that midfield, all that midfield needed today was a bit of legs to keep moving and someone that can get back for those cutbacks. Because again, don't get me wrong, I think it was Casemiro and Lindelof on Gnabry. Guess who left their man again? Well, I'll guess the guy that has a ticker for a heart. Again, it's just the same thing. This is what I'm saying. It's just little things like that. And you know what? 4-3, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and we still score 3 goals. But if I get 3 goals, I expect at least a draw, right? But we didn't. We lost. And you know what? Ten Hag can hold it. But tonight, clearly wasn't on the game plan.
You're happy with the plan and everything today.
The plan I was actually happy with. You can't blame Ten Hag for today. You have to blame the individual errors of players. So it's down to the players today.
But again, hold on. No. If we're going to say hold on. If we're going to say all 7 goals are because of cutbacks, and you're saying that's because, all right, 6-5, even if 5, whatever, right? If we're saying cutbacks seem to be an issue, Eriksen not being able to run seems to be an issue, right? You don't want to blame the goalkeeper. You don't want to blame the defenders. Then in that case, you must have to look at Ten Hag and say, why are you not telling someone to watch for that? Why are you not telling someone when Eriksen can't stay with the runner for you to step in?
I'm pretty sure that's been going over and over again. I'm pretty sure that's been relayed. Bro, I'm pretty sure that they say, don't tell him. You can only do so much from the technical area, bro. Like,
but what about this? Cass, you keep saying like you're happy with the way you guys up. You conceded 19 shots, 9 shots on target. You're like,
one second. Go look at a lot of those shots.
No, I watched the game. I said, yes, a lot of them were on the edge of the box. A lot of them were on the edge of the box, but you gave them a lot of space on the edge of the box to do that. They have a lot of competent shooters. They're going to take a lot of shots.
Bro, we were chasing the game. You have to do what you got to do to risk.
Let me say this.
High risk, high reward. It is what it is, isn't it?
When it comes to your team overall, do you think it might be a thing where he needs to bite the bullet and stop trying to play the progressive style and go back to what he did last year?
I agree. I agree with that part. That's what I said. That's why I've criticized Ten Hag. That's where I have actually criticized Ten Hag. I'm thinking, why play this sort of style of football when you don't really have the players currently available to go and do it? So
I get it that there's going to be growing pains, but you're not benefiting anything if you're facing these many shots.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, though, Egal, this is what I'm going to get from rivals. Like, they always ask, what's Erik Ten Hag's style of play? And all that. Yes, he transitioned from pragmatic football to now he wants to expand and go out. And then you always say, what is the style of play? Now he's trying to implement a style of play right now with the current band of players. What have I always heard as an excuse? Even if we lose, at least let me see something. Bro, and as soon as we lose, you go on, you want to jump the gun and say he needs to go get sacked and all this. This is Man United fans in a nutshell, by the way. And I'm like, so what do you want, bro? Do you want to go back to pragmatic football because you still complain? Or do you want to set up in a system where people are starting to know their jobs over game by game? Yes, you might have to.
The honest truth. You want the honest truth? They're going to complain no matter what. But whatever
There's no winning.
What Ten Hag needs to do right now is he needs to decide. The club needs to back him. Number one, they need to make sure they let him know. They need to let him know. No, it's not about financial backing, guys. Don't confuse financial backing with backing the manager over the players and over the results. Even if the results are going bad, if you back the manager, you see that there's a vision and something he's trying to implement, but the players are not capable of doing it. And if that's the situation that Manchester United find themselves in, you should have a bigger situation where players are not above the manager. The manager should be able to get rid of whoever he wants. And when a Sancho situation happens, yes, I kind of overreacted last time, but the reality is you want the manager to stick his hand out there and say, you know what, this is where I draw the line.
This isn't the first time he's done it, Egal. He's done it to Ronaldo. He's done it to De Gea.
That's good.
Yeah, you can say so what, but he's causing.
Bro, no, he's not. The players come and go. The players come and go.
Thank you.
And the way that I see it, this season, you guys are in. If Chelsea in relegation form, what are you guys in?
You know what it is, Egal? Yeah, you know what it is with people like Jules. They don't understand. They don't understand things. It goes through one ear and out the other, and they just want to prove a point or make sure I'm right. Ronaldo's from 500 grand per week. That's already an issue because you know what? If he's not scoring, Jules will point out he's on 500 grand per week. You know what? Jadon Sancho has been here for 2 and a little bit seasons. Bro, there's a few bad eggs. Even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out and said it as well. Why buy a right winger that said he's
mad? I've seen that. I was convinced Ole Gunnar had been bodied by the Glazers. He's reappeared, isn't he?
He bought him to be a right winger and then says he likes playing on the left. So that's already an L from another manager's mistake and also another guy that used to be a chief executive, Ed Woodward and all that. All of this. So what if he's getting rid of these players? Because you're trying to install a different culture. Because the next manager will come in, Sancho or whoever might throw out the toys out the pram, and then guess what? The same issue over and over. So if it means these players, these high-profile players have to hold it, don't give a fuck,
I agree on that.
Ten Hag is a victim of his own success in last season. The fact that he overachieved. The fact that it was his first season, fans were ready and prepared to give it time. But the fact that they did so well last season based on expectations, finishing third in the league, winning a trophy, expectations now this season are minimum to win another trophy and to finish either third or above that and maybe compete for the league. So based on his own success from last season, he's set up for failure. And if you guys are throwing the baby out of the bathwater after 5 games...
This is the difference with Man United. I just want to wrap it up because obviously I want you to talk on Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal. I was going to say we need to actually talk about
this. Look, he's trying to change things up. At Man United, it's different. It's not Tottenham. It's not Everton. It's not Chelsea even, to be fair. Actually, Chelsea would understand it to more of a degree because they chop and change a lot. But you have to get results now, bro, at this club. Otherwise, it's awful. They don't care about anything else but results. But when you want to try and install a style of play and all that kind of stuff when you don't actually have the players, it's going to take time. But how can you give time in this day and age of football?
Do you know what it is, Cass? Just quickly, when I always thought with Man United, when Fergie left, that was your time for me because your fan base at that point would have been happy to see a style of play and now, okay, we're not going to get trophies overnight. Let's have a style of play and we can see. The problem is because they've been starved a bit now and us over the other side are doing what we're doing, it's now got to a point where the fan base like, fuck the style of play. We want instant success now. Not all fans, but a lot of the United fans, they want the success now. And that's where it's not good. I think you had that period after Fergie where you could have done that. Now they want instant success. And I guess last season gave you a bit of a taste of it again. And that's made it harder for him. And it's getting rid of him would be insane at the moment.
That's bar the loanies that are not going to be signed, no obligations to buy. Yeah, the players to be signed. This is why I said just allow him a little bit. Yes, he might be a dickhead in some situation of man management or whatever you want to say, but bro, let his signings actually come on the pitch and then judge him.
But Cass, he's not doing himself. Remember what he said before the game. He needs to calm down on what he's saying because he's not.
No, I don't know. But to be fair, he was right on Davies. To be fair, in the first half, he was awful at the defending. Anyway, it was up in my corner.
We got super chats, and let's move on to Arsenal because Arsenal do need their props.
Yeah, Francis is saying, guys, I am a fan. Don't hate my super chats. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah,
we don't hate any super chats. Trust me. We don't even mind Top Gooner super chats.
Don't mean we hate you. We
just
hate
by the way, PSV are unbeaten away from home for 15 games. As he's saying, 26 games unbeaten. Their last 12 games in Euro. Sorry, what am I talking about in Europe? I'm talking about in their league. They've been competitive. Like,
is he a Chelsea fan?
Grace Smith is saying PSV are unbeaten in 26 games. We made
that's exactly what that's exactly what Egal was just talking about. Is he a Chelsea fan? He must be. Braids must be.
He's definitely an art. He said we made them look weak.
You don't get the joke. You don't get the joke.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
I got it late.
Okay. Silo's saying, how is yours even talking about Arsenal? Spurs haven't won a major trophy in my lifetime. You are Fulham with a big stadium.
He must be about 14 years old then, because they won last in 2008.
8, right?
Yeah. Oh wait,
15 years old.
Yeah. Maybe he's talking about something else.
PSV not cramp like Red Star. No one watched the game.
I watched PSV against Chelsea, by the way, and they play very good football. That's what I would say. And let's be.
You mean Rangers?
Sorry, against Rangers. Oh. And they're very good. I do think
they are good. When Spurs won the league, no one knew Neil Armstrong. Yes, that's true.
You guys know something?
No, we don't. Let me finish the last one.
Then you can tell us something.
Yes. Honesty said, Ten Hag told Neres, go first. You are here. Neres said, what? Fix is yours. I can read that. Can someone else read it, please?
He said Ten Hag told Neres, go first. Your hair, Neres said, fix yours. One, he got benched, and another Ajax fan saying Ten Hag is very stubborn. Go look where David Neres is.
Just to say, Badia Shield's injured again for any Chelsea fans here. So.
Well, but you guys play one game.
Another injury, another week.
Get well soon.
Get well soon again, Badia Shield.
What were you gonna tell us? What were you gonna tell us, Egal?
You know what? I just looked at the game stats, and this did not seem like a game where PSV had 41% possession and even had 12 shots. In what game? What game was I watching? I swear to God, it felt like they didn't even have a shot.
Oh, you won 4-0. That's what type of game you're watching. And when you win 4-0, yeah.
And then you look at the stats, and it's like, what the hell? They're actually it looks close, like competitive, but it wasn't.
It wasn't, bro. You won 4-0. It wasn't competitive.
What happened in the game? What happened in the game, anyways? From
my perspective. The game started off with Bukayo Saka getting a beautiful pass and then just scoring it and doing what he does, and then later on setting up Leandro Trossard 2-0 up, and then we're cruising the rest of the game. The midfield bossed the game. I think we found something with Fabio Vieira, Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice in that midfield. I think that's going to be our midfield going forward. It looked really good. David Raya, I was surprised that he started 2 games in a row now. I thought that was extremely harsh on Ramsdale, somebody who helped us get to this point, or the team get to this point back into the Champions League, performing so well last season in the league. I thought he would get an opportunity to start the first Champions League game. But it seems like Raya has taken his job, and he might be starting against Tottenham now in the next game. And when it comes to the rest of the team, Gabriel Jesus got on the goal sheet. Good for his confidence going into the next game. And I was happy to see the performance he put in. And you know what? People always get onto Kai Havertz and all these other guys, but he did not look like he was ever going to score. But the whole game, he played well off the ball. He was doing everything. It's just the guy has no confidence in front of goal to shoot. It was annoying. And Martin Odegaard, he's just now a specialist at doing that outside of the box finish. It's so beautiful to watch. He just knows how to do it. And not only does he shoot from outside the box, the goalkeeper had no chance. He put it so close to the bar that I thought it almost hit the post. I mean, so it was a beautiful game to watch, guys. And I could watch. I'm gonna probably watch it back because I felt like PSV weren't even in it, but the statistics are telling me something different, which is crazy.
Oh, do you know a little one? Just interesting. Back here, Saka scored, then Saka assisted Trossard, then Trossard assisted Jesus. It's like, I've got one, I'll set you up for one. I've got one, I'll set you up for one. Like everyone's, and that's the thing. And when it gets like that, that you just said, like, about Havertz, yeah. Do you know what, bro? The best way Havertz needs to look at it, and Arsenal fans probably need to look at it, if your team's winning 4-0 and players across the pitch are scoring, Havertz must be contributing something, yeah? Like, if you're part of a team like that, if you, the fan base,
you should bring Mo's comments up.
Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it because you just won 4-0. Not everyone on the pitch can get on the score sheet, innit? Like, doesn't matter, bro. That is not definitely tonight. Havertz not scoring should not be a conversation, bro. You just won 4-0.
And you know something else? Reece Nelson came on, Emil Smith-Rowe came on, Jorginho came on, and I think these guys are going to have a big part throughout the season. There's going to be a lot of rotation, and it was good to see these guys finally get an opportunity.
Did Saka get a rest as well?
Saka came off, I think, in the 69th minute or something like that.
That's right.
Like,
so,
but
Gal,
honestly,
are you bringing
when he scored his goal though? To the end of the game, he was just outstanding. We were constantly threatening, but we didn't really take our chances. We could have scored 5 goals in the first half, in my opinion. It was just so open the first half, and we had so many opportunities. It was crazy.
Okay, wow, this. Wait, I need to watch highlights. What are you gonna say, George?
So after beating this amazing, great, very top 26, whatever the stats was, beaten PSV team, are you bringing all this energy on Sunday, man? That's all I need to know. Are you guys going to bring this great performance that you went and scored with every other player and we're just firing on all cylinders? This was going to happen on the weekend.
You should actually you know what Son said about
because we're coming to your ground, right? We're coming to your ground. So.
You know what Son said about not wanting to play Tottenham? I find that hilarious. I find that actually
you ain't won there in time, George. Like
you're coming to the Emirates.
So that's how I'm asking to go.
Every year, the same thing happens. You bring in a new manager, you win a couple games, you're at the top of the league, tied for points and something crazy, and then you face us, and it's the turning point in the season where you start falling down the table again. So luckily for you, this time you didn't drop points in your previous game. You're coming to us on form again, and we're gonna humble you like we always do.
There we have it. There we
go. Who's your man of the match today, by the way, Gal? Quick one.
Bro, it's so tough. There's so many players.
I'm
going to give it to Martin Odegaard. The captain. He's the captain. He's the magic man, and he was pulling all the strings today. I got to give it to him.
Was Raya? Can I just ask? Was Raya good as well? Because if
Raya was outstanding. The guy comes and collects every cross. I'm telling you guys.
I thought Raya was very good midweek, the weekend as well. By the way,
Ramsdale's going to have a tough time getting back into this team if Mikel Arteta is not going to be doing rotation, because the way Raya played today and the way he played the other game.
Yeah, I thought he's good. I think his distribution is also better than Ramsdale's. I say that. I've said that I don't think. Remember, Egal, when I think we had the conversation and you were saying he can play out from the back. I said, but he should be able to play past the ball to defenders. Instantly with Reyes, I felt like he can bypass the defense, go straight to the midfield, play for.
I'll talk about this more on like my show later on, but I was just going to tell you guys, I am slightly worried because this whole goalkeeper situation, at first I always said to myself, I thought it was something really good, but the reality is it could cause some sort of problem.
Yeah, it could be.
And we just need to hope that the two players that we have understand their roles and they understand that this is going to be a competition for who gets that place and not somebody who's going to get sacked by the end of it. And if it does end up becoming that, Mikel Arteta is going to have to be ruthless.
Just one thing on here. So we've got Ortega, yeah? And I just actually read something. Do you know, Rodri's goal yesterday was because Ortega said to him at half-time, I've been watching their goalkeeper and he's paying attention to balls high, play the ball low because he's not able to get down low very quickly. So in the second half, we will purposely. And if you think about the other shot, Mo, that he fumbled down low, now that is a goalkeeper on the bench knowing his role. His role, like, when you're, and this is the thing with Arsenal, you are trying to go as far as you can in every competition. And if look, Ramsdale is going to play enough games in the Premier League, 100% to get that Premier League trophy if you were to win it, yeah? Then you want the other competitions. It's being part of a squad, bro. I think Ramsdale's mentality is probably right for that. I think from what I heard, his mentality is very good. So
I don't think he should play at all.
And I'm happy for
I think Reyes is.
He's a great backup.
I'm happy for Trossard. Martin,
I don't think Ramsdale should play at all in the Champions League or the Premier League. I think he should play the cups. The way Raya plays the ball from the back, left foot, right foot, under pressure, Ramsdale should not be in the goal. It's a I don't know why people the sympathy for Ramsdale. This is professional football.
I have a feeling that Reyes might be a lot more calmer person as well. Might be calmer.
I know you do, but the difference is big. It's not like small. It's a big difference, to be honest.
I don't see that big difference yet, but maybe in a year.
But the other thing, Egal, when you say you feel bad for him, you can feel bad for him. But you know what? None of us wanted Joe Hart to go. It's one of them ones, bro, where for the greater good of your club, sometimes you have to go, you know what? All right, cool.
Bye-bye.
Are you saying Ramsdale at the age that he's at, 23, 24, has surplus his requirements at Arsenal?
No, I'm not. But I'm saying that if David Reyes comes in and doesn't put a foot wrong at the moment, there might be reasons. You trust Arteta, yeah? You trust him, right?
I think Arteta is going to be crazy enough to one day do a substitution in the 70th minute to bring on Raya.
Well, listen, crazy managers win you trophies, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, hit the like button, people. Get us to 600 likes. Memphis Depay says, since when are Man United supposed to beat Bayern at the Allianz? I'm with you here. I don't get it.
Winning at the Allianz isn't for everyone. That's fine.
No, we drew there last season. I'll be clear. Winning at the Allianz is not easy.
Yeah. Spurs, Sean.
Some teams are 14th, bro.
Big up, Sean.
I'm here for Cass's break point. He's here every stream. Every time Man United lose, he comes with a super chat.
I'm not looking at the table, bro. Not till we win a game.
My break point is usually in game. Then I'll tell the chat, said, "Fuck this, I'm coming on later." And then I calm down. And I say, "Yeah, you know what I mean."
Yeah. And it happened tonight.
Yeah.
And I tested it as well. I tested water. I knew you would come.
Spaceman Trooper saying 4 years old Mo bullying Egal and rattled over Inter being a wash club. How embarrassing. Hold tight the rest of the NAF crew. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thanks for the super chat. But no
I didn't bully Egal at all.
A big man Egal who's a full-time dad now is getting bullied. A grown man.
Listen, people say they bully too much nowadays.
But people really misunderstand what goes on shows, innit? They really do. I swear they think we all hate each other, really.
Yeah.
Me and Cass, listen, if that was true, me and Cass lived together.
Yeah. Jay's saying Spurs better play a low block or it's peak for them.
Ooh, and Postecoglou hype. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Enigma saying
George seems calm, you know. I don't know why.
Enigma saying George is shaking in his boots, but acting.
I have no reason to be shaking in my boots.
Spurs chav.
Anyone would have seen Tottenham's game, they can see that this isn't the same Tottenham from last season. It's a different Tottenham. And when we come to the ground,
we heard it all, bro.
You've heard it all. You've heard it all. But if you watch football, you know better than just to listen.
You're getting fucked.
With your eyes, to know that Tottenham are
They're
different.
going to the Emirates.
They come into the Emirates.
I'm not even lying.
I have heard the
exact same thing.
Wait, Gal, one sec. Gal, can I have this moment quickly? Can you say that, George, just by yourself?
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the floor. Thank you very much, Cass. As I said, this is a different team. This isn't the same team. And you can go and talk about last season and talk about, what we saw this with Jose, we saw this with Conte. No, this is Ange. We play good football now. We're not going to come here and we're not going to be taking no rubbish from Arsenal. And so when you guys keep talking about we need to play a low block and we need to do this, we need to do that, we don't need to do anything. We're going to play our same way. What's that noise?
Cricket.
I don't even know.
I don't know. They do it.
No idea.
That's why they do it.
What
are you saying? This is a different Tottenham now, George. Yeah, new era. Era's come to an end.
All right. So...
Listen, I heard this.
No. Wait. I don't know what you guys are doing in the background there, but as I was finishing up now, you guys can keep coming on this big confidence thing, talking about how you guys are going to come and roll us over. I'm going to wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see because we're coming to your ground. The pressure's on you guys. You guys are the team that's title challengers. You guys are the guys that have the best in this, the best in that, and the best in whatever. So when we come to your ground and when we come and take points,
and you
guys are going to be the ones that we're laughing at. So it's all good, man. Keep coming with all this energy. I want to keep it.
So what's your prediction? So what's your prediction? Early predictions. Just you two.
We're taking points. We're taking points. We're leaving them.
Well, that's got an S on the end, so that means 3.
Yeah, that's plural.
I said
plural.
We're leaving there with some.
You said points.
Oh, we got you.
We're leaving there with some.
We got it.
You know what? The funny thing is, your best Tottenham could even beat them. Your best Tottenham could even beat Arsenal when they had man like Jenkins.
It's so funny when you say that because Arsenal first time last season is the first time in 12 or 13 years that they come and beat us at White Hart Lane.
That's the level.
So you can wait. So you can go on and talk. Okay, and even all the other Arsenal teams that were supposedly great Arsenal teams still couldn't go beat us at White Hart Lane.
You're at their ground, G. That's the difference. I'm not saying your ground.
You're right. So we're going to be going to their ground, and this Arsenal team, as we've seen this season, they've been susceptible to being attacked. Against Nottingham Forest, against Nottingham Forest, they were broken down a few times. They conceded goals, they conceded chances. Against Crystal Palace, same way. So look, Arsenal have been good, but we've been good too. So don't be surprised when we go there and we broke.
Guess what? You're playing to our hands. Years prior, we actually were playing into your hands. You guys were actually the counter-attacking team coming to our ground, and we were like, you know what? We can't let them catch us out. Now you're playing a game that actually will benefit us. I'm expecting the same score every year. 3-1 to the Arsenal every year. Clip it. Remember this. It's going to happen again. And when it happens again, you're going to be sitting here. You're going to be saying, oh my God, we're only 5 games into 6 games into Ange Postecoglou's tenure. We can't compete with the Arsenal Mikel Arteta's been here for 4 years. So I'm getting prepared for your excuses right now. I'm just going to sit back, relax, enjoy the show, because at least we enjoy the show every year.
Yeah. I'm going to enjoy the show for real. I enjoyed this show as well. If you enjoyed this show, please smash the like before we end.
I don't know. Okay, Ashad is saying, great show, guys. Well, the Nando FC fans are really showing confidence. Which ones are Nando FC in England? Arsenal.
Chicken.
No,
chicken. Spurs.
Spurs. Yes. I thought he was calling Arsenal chickens, bottle jobs and that.
So no.
Premium chicken, I'll take it, Wing.
Let's just say they are bringing their A game to the banter table.
Guys, next week when we beat Tottenham, I need George back here so I can sing back to life, back to reality.
This is the rivals panel. I expect the same people plus months.
Yeah,
I don't see why that I wouldn't be here. I'm always here and always.
Hybrid Ultra saying you don't play a low block. It's a long day, fella.
That's fine.
Cup action.
Who are you playing, Lewis, this weekend?
We got Brighton next week, so I won't be around. Sorry.
We want you here, bro. We want you here.
No,
I'm at the game. I'm at the game.
They got Villa first, and then they have Brighton.
Good luck.
Oh yeah. Villa.
And I thought you were October.
We don't need to talk about Chelsea. It's a UCL.
Hold on. I thought your October was bad. Jesus, your September's not much better.
Yeah, bro. After that Bournemouth game, I'm not worried about anything like that now. It's just every game that comes up. It's a UCL show.
Wait, just one question.
Quick one as we're wrapping up. If you stay on here, quick one. If you stay on here, you're going to Egal with his panel and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
Yada. Yes. So if you stay on here, we'll go to Egal's channel, go show him some love. Always say play next and make sure you do that.
Thanks for coming. Salute.
Wait, Caicedo didn't train either. Oh, fuck off.
Love it.